Happy Thursday, everybody. Now that we got a little introduction into what prayer is, sanctification is, and kind of getting ourselves into the idea that Lutherans do believe in all of this, we can start getting into centering prayer. So centering prayer and contemplative prayer are two different things. They're connected, but they're different. So we're going to start with centering prayer, which is eventually going to lead us into contemplative prayer. So, if you got a smartphone, great. This will make things a lot easier for you. You're going to want to get the app, Centering Prayer. It looks like, I don't know if you can see this. Oh, the lighting's not great. It looks like that one right there. It's colorful. It has 4 colors in it, and it's like I got a circle on it. It looks like that one. See, and then I'm going to click on it. So if you can download that on the App Store, it's for Android or iPhone. So I encourage you to download that before you continue watching. If you don't have a smartphone or a tablet, this is what you're going to need. You're going to need a piece of paper. You're going to need a Bible. And you're going to need a way to count time. You don't want to watch because you don't want to have to worry about the time. You shouldn't have to think, oh, has it been 5 minutes? Has it been 10 minutes? So you want to get like a timer of some sort, preferably one that's not jarring, because you do want to come out of this prayer kind of relaxed and in a slow manner. So, no alarms like you would use to wake up in the morning. You want kind of a nice alarm, maybe a kitchen timer or something would be a little better. So again, for those without the app, it's going to be a piece of paper and pencil to write down the steps. It's going to need a Bible so we can read some scripture. And then you're going to need a stopwatch or an alarm of some sort, preferably nothing too jarring. Okay, so for those with the app, I encourage you to open it up and you will see this splash screen. And we're going to go through one by one, kind of going through about, what it is and what each and one of these things means. So the first is the vestibule. So what do we want for the vestibule? Do we want to use it? Do you need to go through the steps of centering prayer each time? The more you do this, the less you'll need it, but we're going to say yes, we do want the vestibule. So 4 guidelines of centering prayer. So I want you to click begin if you have the app. If not, those with paper and pencil, get ready to write. So the 4 guidelines to centering prayer. You want to choose number 1. You want to choose a sacred word as the symbol of your intention to consent to God's presence and action within. So, centering prayer. We are going to try to focus our efforts. This is also called meditative prayer. We're meditating on a text. So, we want to choose a sacred word as a symbol of your intention to consent to God's presence and action within. So basically, we're going to read a piece of scripture or a saying that a spiritual leader has said, just kind of get us to direct our gaze towards God, to get us thinking. Then number 2, we're going to sit comfortably and with eyes closed. So sitting comfortably, you don't want to be laying down for this. You can't really see me, but your hands want to be like this on the chair, sitting up straight. Both feet on the ground. So no slouching, no like that, or like this. You want to sit up straight and then just close your eyes. You want to get in a position that you can hold for a very long time. And also not a position where you'll fall asleep. Don't want to fall asleep during this. We want to be active. So, 1. Choose a sacred word as a symbol of your intention to consent to God's presence and action within. Number 2, we want to sit comfortably and with eyes closed, settle briefly and silently, introduce the sacred word as the symbol of your consent to God's presence and action within. So, now we have 2 steps in our centering prayer, and you know what app to get. Tomorrow we'll move on to 3 and 4, and maybe a little more. So, happy Thursday. I'll see you tomorrow for our last session this week, and then we will continue on to the next week. Happy Thursday. Bye.